all of this under control.
Los Angeles City Council member Mitch Fairfield represents the Hollywood Entertainment District. LAPD is changing how officers will be deployed here, resulting in 200 additional street cops, along with cops on bikes and on horseback. Changes being implemented over the next month's time. In Hollywood, Craig Figner, KNX News, 97.1 FM. Big vote of confidence in the film business. Governor announcing he supports the extension of tax credit aimed to keep production in California.
Governor Gavin Newsom says he supports the bill that will continue to invest in the state's film tax credit program for at least another 5 years. Our program is extremely important. Just last summer, it was increased in order to meet our recurring TV shows, so many shows on the air and on for long periods of time. Colleen Bell, executive director of the California Film Commission, says there is a lot of competition out there, and tax credits help keep business in California. Also, funds for relocating TVs, and we launched a new program to incentivize its new construction and renovation of sound stages. The program sets aside $330 million a year in tax credits for the industry.
Get gas, but I'll do it to the city of LA. LA's public transportation having not adjusted the rate. It's been more than 5 years because of staffing shortages and the COVID pandemic. The rates are based on an 18.5% increase in the Consumer Price Index, transportation and medical care services in Southern California. The ordinance did not pass the City Council unanimously, which means it'll come up for another vote on Wednesday. Northern California is doing better right now than Southern California when it comes to conserving water. Overall, the state reduced its water use 7.5% for June, closer to Governor Newsom's 15% goal.
There, but
water district in Southern California tells KNX he realizes there's a lot of disaster fatigue out there, and that's important to keep messaging about how critical the importance of water supply is.
That's
the driest period since the medieval age.
Almost.
In fact,
That's
North America
Let's steal that rock on
since the year 800. So when people
spots.
sounds really significant to them, and it should, because it is.
Unlike many other things happening in the world right now, water conservation is an area where each person can actually It is 12:20. Time to check your money. Here's Bloomberg's Eric Gossett.
In roughly 1 month from now, the kids will be back in school. Parents' wallets will be a little thinner for it. The Debt.com survey finds nearly half of parents asked expect to spend at least $200 per child on back to school this year, versus just under 30% last year. More than a quarter of those surveyed plan to spend more than $300 per student. With just a few weeks left in the summer vacation season, it appears that many of us are staying home, or at least close to home. Latest government data show Americans are driving less this summer, even than we did in 2020. COVID lockdowns were in full effect. That has oil prices falling to the lowest level since February. We don't drink as much orange juice as we used to, but the OJ we do drink is getting more expensive. Orange juice futures are at a 7-week high. Florida's production this year, the lowest in decades. We check your money at 20 and 50 after every hour. I'm Bloomberg's Larry Kaufman from the California Deluxe Windows Money Desk, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
The history of a Dodger legend by a man who should know. More on that story coming up in about a minute and a half. It's 12:20.
LA traffic is terrible. We know that, but did you know that the region's largest on the ground and in the air is now on 97.1 FM? KNX has moved to 97.1 FM to give you a clearer picture of the traffic that you are not living in, and you can be a part of the team. Become a KNX traffic tester. Call us anytime on the KNX traffic tip line, 323-467-1070. The KNX traffic tip line is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change.
Someone did. That's why I use Upside. Upside? What's that? It's a free app that pays you back real money for every gallon of gas or diesel you buy. I just earned 25 cents back on every gallon of this tank. Hold on. So the Upside app is free and you actually get cash back every time you use it? No strings attached? Yep, it's awesome.
Check it out. It only takes a couple of minutes to sign up. Instead of just watching your dollars go into your tank, start putting money back into your wallet with the free app from Upside. With the price of gas today, it's big news and big money. To cash out of your Upside cash, just transfer to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card. Upside users have already earned over $200 million. Now it's your turn. Download the free Upside app and get cash back on every gallon of gas. Use promo code UP24 for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill up. That's code UP24. Use code UP24 for an extra 25 cents per gallon back in your first fill up.
A bad team facing a good team, it's never completely out of it.
Nick Costos, co-host of You Better You Bet, 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern on the BetQL network.
There's 162 teams in the season. The best teams are going to lose 60 plus times, and the worst teams are going to win 60 plus times. Each side is its own individual entity. That's what makes betting on the baseball regular season so much fun.
All the insight you need to bet smarter is at BetQL.com. And listen to You Better You Bet with Nick Costos and Ken Barkley, streaming weekdays from 3 to 7 p.m. Eastern on Odyssey. Regrow your own natural hair with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatments backed by the Advanced Hair Guarantee. Get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts by calling 844-333-HAIR, AdvancedHair.com.
This is Jacob Emrani. If you've been involved in a motorcycle accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
It's 12:23. People everywhere continue to mourn the death of Dodger announcer Vin Scully. He called the team's games for 67 years, all the way back when they lived in Brooklyn.
Some Dodger fans were in tears over his death because Vin Scully, in a sense, was the Dodgers. His history was intertwined with the team, plus he had that unforgettable voice. Team historian Mark Blanchard.
Just imagine calling the only championship in Brooklyn Dodger history, and then you're calling the Coliseum years, and then you're calling the opening to Dodger Stadium in 1962, and all the different eras, whether it's Jackie Robinson and the Boys of Summer, whether it's Koufax, Drysdale, Maury Wills, Tommy Davis. Let's go to the 70s, Garvey Lopes, Russell Say. How about the 80s, Fernando and Hershiser?
Yes, Vin Scully was there to see it all and describe it all for Dodger fans.
The ownership changes, everything changes, the players change, but Vinny never changed. He was always there right behind the booth calling the play-by-play.
And Dodger fans will be forever grateful for every single moment. At Dodger Stadium, John Baird, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
McKinney Fire in Northern California has become so ferocious it's forming its own weather system.
The McKinney Fire has hit the stratosphere, spewing what some experts say is a fire-breathing dragon of clouds. Kai Wilmot is a researcher of atmospheric sciences at the University of Utah.
The wildfire that's generating these massive plume, it turns into a thunderstorm, and then that thunderstorm impacts the weather around the fire, and so we get this feedback between the fire and the atmosphere.
The fire erupted Friday, generating 4 separate thunder and lightning storms within its first 24 hours alone. Wilmot says the deadly combination of intense heat, parched vegetation, and dry conditions has turned the McKinney Fire into its own force of nature. Chris Seaton's KNX News 97.1 FM.
LAUSD has its critics, and they're speaking out. More on that in 5 minutes. It's 12:25. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes. Here's Tanya Campos.
So we have some lanes closed, and we just got an update on this is in the valley, the northbound 405 from Sherman Way to Nordoff. It's the carpool and left 3 lanes that are now closed, and that southbound side from Nordoff to Roscoe, the carpool and left 3 are closed, and those will be closed until 4:30. So about 4-hour closure there. That's causing some significant slowdown in the valley, both on the northbound and southbound side of the freeway in that stretch. And we've got some, it looks like some Caltrans work on the 405 down right about the 101. They may be in the process of closing that connector down. It's also slow through Burbank on the northbound 5 from Olive to Hollywood Way as Caltrans doing some work there. Another spot where there's some Caltrans work is on the 10 East. Right about Francisquito, we've got some lanes closed. Looks like the carpool and left 2 lanes, and that is as you're heading eastbound. So that is causing some slowdown. And in Fountain Valley, this is a full freeway closure. The northbound 405 is closed down at Brookhurst, so they will take you off the freeway at Brookhurst. Next report at 12:35, and for reports more often, KNX News 97.1 FM.
Norwalk, 74 degrees, Beverly Hills at 67-73 in Tarzana. You know, Odyssey is your home for all the audio that matters, including KNX News 97.1, plus hundreds of exclusive new music channels like Alt Now, Classic 70s, Cutting Edge Country, always live on the free Odyssey apps. Download it today and remember, thanks for KNX when you do. It's 12:27.
Why won't a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. It makes no sense at all. They obviously have a price.
Whoa, you've got a nice aroma. Who are you?
Mike Diamond, the Smell Good plumber.
Will you tell me how much to unstop my drain?
$99.
But you haven't seen it.
Don't need to. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or a mainline sewer stoppage. The Smell Good plumbers at Mike Diamond will unclog almost any drain for $99.
Almost.
Yeah, there are a few exceptions. All about them on our website before you call. Go to thesmellgoodplumber.com.
Wow, you're like up front and everything. I just called a guy named Bubba who wouldn't tell me anything.
No Bubba's here, ma'am. Just professional plumbers who show up on time, smell good, and unclog drains for $99. Call us.
1-800-446-MIKE. Contractor license number 399170. If you have rats in your attic or walls, don't make the mistake of putting out poison or wasting money with a company that charges you monthly to check rat traps. Rat Proof. For a one-time identify and seal all rat entry points, trap and remove all rats, sanitize your attic to remove any nasty viruses, and remove and replace all rat nest-infested attic insulation. Rodent Stop is so confident that they can stop your rat and mice problems that they provide a lifetime guarantee. Read all the 5-star reviews on Yelp. If you have rats or mice in your house or business, call Rodent Stop at 800-290-5343. 800-290-5343. We provide fast, friendly, and effective rodent control solutions throughout Southern California. Plus, our technicians are clean is on time. To stop the rodents, call Rodent Stop at 800-290-5343. Open. Call 800-290-5343.
People join Walk MS to raise awareness and funds that change the world for everyone affected by multiple sclerosis. MS attacks the brain and cord. It's the most common neurological disease leading to disability in young adults. Walk MS brings communities together, creating loved ones and coworkers to rally around those we care about and end MS forever. Join us. Together we are stronger. Walk MS fundraising accelerates research breakthroughs and life-changing breakthroughs. It will take all of our passion, determination, and fundraising to end MS forever. Together, we can change the world for people with MS. Join us. Today, start a team and raise funds at walkms.org.
This is KNX News 97.1 FM, Southern California's only 24-hour local news and traffic station. Good morning, I'm Bob Grill. Our top local stories at 12:30. LA County could move on to the federal government's high COVID active category today, based on recent drops at the rate of people hospitalized with the virus, although that number has risen slightly in recent days. Meanwhile, some parents of students in the nation's second largest school district are questioning the reversal of many pandemic safety rules.
There will be zero mask mandates as LAUSD students return to class this school year. Also gone will be mandatory COVID testing of Los Angeles Unified students, and more student activities will be indoors.
For example, they're bringing back breakfast in the classroom, but by having kids eating it in the classroom, that brings up a variety of health and safety issues. We need to give these kids the opportunity to be eating outdoors like they do at lunchtime.
Jenna Schwartz with the group parent. She tells KNX at minimum, LAUSD should be COVID testing students as they return to class this school year to establish a negative baseline within the student population.
Doesn't make any sense. That should have been mandatory. We already have the test.
She believes too many school campuses are in need of better air filtration systems. Craig Figner, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
Another Southern California man pleads guilty in federal court to ripping off the federal government.
Federal prosecutors say the Corona man pled guilty after getting $6.6 million by scamming Paycheck Protection and Economic Injury Disaster Programs. They were meant to help legitimate businesses survive the pandemic shutdown.
The defendant submitted 11 fraudulent PPP loan applications for 7 of his shell companies. The fraudulent PPP loan applications misrepresented the number of employees and the average monthly payroll expenses of his companies, and falsely certified he would use the loan proceeds for permissible business purposes.
U.S. Attorney's Office LA spokesman tells KNX one of the company names the man used envisioning future.
The Corona resident routed most of the money to his mother's bank account.
He says the defendant faces a maximum of 20 years in prison for each of the 2 counts when he sentenced in October. Emily Valdez, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
There's some announcements in support for extending the state's film and TV tax credit program.
The program is a $1.65 billion proposal spread out over 5 years. The goal is to give filmmakers a reason to stay in the Golden State. Colleen Bell, Executive Director of the California Film Commission.
There's a lot of competition out there, and we have a very robust film and TV tax credit program. And oftentimes, decision makers, that is their number one priority, whether or not they will be able to access tax credits and making the decision for where they film.
Bell says the now in place has been successful.
The program generated $24 in economic activity for every $1 invested, and creates over 100,000 jobs. It's a very good return on investment.
He says film production is exceeding pre-pandemic levels. Natalie Savidian, KNX News, 97.1 FM.
The Roddenberry Foundation wants to go where no one has gone before. The LA-based foundation, which is designed to advance the vision of Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry, will give $1.5 million to 6 entrants in a prize contest. Roddenberry envisioned a future without hunger, poverty, or war, and the foundation wants to support organizations who are making that vision a reality. The prizes are based on 17 Sustainable Development Goals established by the United Nations. They include food distribution, home construction and design, travel, clean water, and protecting the planet. Entrants must be nominated by organizations with a grand prize of $1 million and 5 others at $100,000 each. President Biden has signed a decree designed to allow federal help for women who want to travel across state lines to obtain abortions.
The president says the executive order is aimed at listening rules in the Medicaid program.
To allow them to provide reproductive health care for women who live in states where abortions are being banned.
Critics say the move risks running afoul of the Hyde Amendment, the long-standing prohibition on federal funding of abortion. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre insists
the Hyde Amendment is law, and we're gonna follow that law.
As the specific details of what Medicaid would pay for have yet to be worked out. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
The number of people escaping the violence in Ukraine is past the 10 million mark.
That 10 million figure does not include millions of internally displaced men, women, and children. The UN says more than 6 million Ukrainian refugees are now scattered across the European continent, and Russia's taken 1.8 million. But the UN says an exact country-by-country tally is impossible, in part because the number of refugees have chosen to return to Ukraine. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Coming up in just about 3 minutes, we're talking about the situation involving Long Beach police. Although soon have millions on non-violent incidents. All that coming up in about 3 minutes. It's 12:35. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5s. Here's Tony Campbell.
Wow, it's a lot of slowing in the valley if you're traveling on the 405 through Mission Hills and on into North Hills and Van Nuys. So we've got some lanes that are closed. Let's go over those. They just updated us recently. On the northbound side from Sherman Way to Nordhoff, carpool and left 3 lanes are closed. And southbound side from Nordhoff to Roscoe, you've also got the carpool and left 3 closed. So that is causing some slowing as you drive in either direction. We've also got slowing in Burbank on the northbound 5. They are working in lanes. 1 lane is open at this time from Olive over to Hollywood Way. Got a connector closed on the northbound 605 to the east to San and Irwindale. That will be closed until 5 a.m. Got some slowing on the 10th through Baldwin Park. We did have a crash being reported on the 10 east at Francisquito. Looks like they just cleared that. And then there's also carpool lanes. The carpool and left 3 lanes are closed from Francisquito into West Covina. And then we've got a full closure in Fountain Valley, the northbound 405 is shut down at Brookhurst. That's report at 12:45. Before reports more often, KNX News 97.1 FM.
Currently, we're at 69 degrees. Burbank at 70. In Calabasas at 74. And Redondo Beach at 67 at 12:37.
Tom Brown's NMLS 366860. DRE 017899756. Stated loans are for business purposes.
Tom Brown here. Are you house rich and cash poor?
If you need cash and have equity, I can help unlock up to $5 million with a stated income loan. We could cross-collateralize your primary residence, rental property, land, mixed use, multifamily, or commercial.